Now, today, my guest is someone who gives the fashion girlies a run for their money with her iconic looks. But beyond fashion, she's a brilliant lawyer, a serial entrepreneur, and a reality star. My guest today is Chioma Ikoku, popularly known as Chioma Goodhair.
You know how some people wake up and from childhood they want to be stars, they want to be superstars, they want to be famous, they
I
want
would
to
have
be this.
assumed that that's what you wanted
Not
to.
at all. I was a tomboy, so I was literally wear like
Really?
sneakers and joggers and my hoodies. I wanted to be a doctor. Back then, when I was in high school in England, it wasn't cool to be African, and I was like, well, I can't pretend to be Jamaican, but Kai, I tried to tell them I'm from Nigeria. So I said, you know what, I'm American. So I did my masters in commercial arbitration and environmental law. Loved it, enjoyed it, and decided that I wanted to practice, in the arbitration space. And so I moved to Lebanon to work.
You moved out of Lebanon. Why?
My dad wanted me to go to law school in Nigeria. Even in law school, the teachers, they used to be so mean to me. Like, whenever I would come, they would always have one issue. Your skirt is too tight. But 5 people walked ahead of me and their skirts were even tighter. Why is mine an issue?
I heard that you had opened a business when you were 18. What business was that?
It was Good Hair. So Good Hair is the first actual business that we opened and was like done
Is good
properly.
hair that old?
Good Hair's old. Good Hair's going on like 15. My hair was always banging. Kika's hair was always banging. How did I meet Kika? We lived in the same student halls. We'd walk past each other every single day. I'm like, who's this fine girl? And she'd be like, who's this put together girl? I think it was like maybe like 2 months after we met, we went into business together.
Where did the name come from, Good Hair?
It's hair, that's good. Good hair. But for me, like, I eat, breathe, and sleep fashion. Sometimes if I go to bed, that's how I sleep. You know how some people count sheep? I start thinking, okay, what am I going to wear tomorrow? I just used to pray to God, why am I not a twin? Why? And that's why I really want twin girls, by the way. So, and my older sister, she's 3 years older than me. When we were young, I'd always try and wear her dresses and things like that, or like beg her to wear the same color. And she'd be like, no, go away. So Kika was like that person that I had that. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, we had like certain rules, like if a guy tries to talk to Kika, you can never try and talk to me, Yeah.
What if that guy is supposed to be your husband? The husband that God has
We,
sent
we
you.
don't do that. We don't do that. If somebody tries to move to me and I find out that, oh, you moved to Kika in the past, dead. The thing that I really want to do is eventually go into politics in Nigeria because I feel like there are lots of young people that all they do is complain. Being out there, being in entertainment, being in that space is not something that I cared for or was interested in. I'll tell you the truth. I wasn't coming back for season 2.
After the first season, what did you think about it?
They hated it. I don't think there's any member of my family, my mom's side of the family extended, my dad's side of the family extended, they hated it completely. And they were all like, don't do it again.
What did you think about it after the first season?
I absolutely hated it. I hated, like, I was just like, God, like, why would you even allow me make such a decision? There's certain things that happen that I categorically remember saying, please, I beg you in the name of God, don't put this in the show because it's not a good look. In fact, that scene might be the longest scene in that, so it's like, of course, they're not going to take it out. I'm an activist, I'm a lawyer, I'm a philanthropist. There's so many components that make me me. How is it that people are seeing, Chioma, high five, sharpest mouth? It's not a flex.
I feel like Auntie Abba is very persuasive.
She knows me, like, if I don't want to do something, I won't answer her phone call or I won't let her in my, because I know that once she starts talking, whatever jazz she has in her mouth is done. So she was like, from sister to sister, let me just tell you. She was like, I know a lot of people watch the show because of you. She was like, you gave it an international spin. Look at all these your fans. She was like, you did the best on TikTok and this and that. Like, she was like, Choma, like, you did too much for this show to not benefit from it. And she goes, look at the effort. Who dressed past you? Who did this past you? Who showed up past you? She's like, you gave us lifestyle. She was like, come back one more season. If you're truly done with the show, then don't do season 3.